This is the Warm Audio Tone Beast, and this is the PreSonus Studio Channel. And in this video we're going to do a head-to-head of these wonderful channel preamps and see how they sound on guitar. Now as guitarists, we're always looking for that extra bit of mojo to add to our tone. And one of the ways you can do that, especially when you're recording, is to use a high quality preamp. And I consider myself to be really lucky to own the Warm Audio Tone Beast and the PreSonus Studio Channel. And I was doing some recording recently and I thought it'd be really interesting to do a back-to-back sound test. So in today's test I've kept all the variables exactly the same. The same guitar, the same cable, the same Shure SM57 miking up the guitar cab. The only thing that changes in the signal path is the two preamps. Now the Warm Audio Tone Beast is a not inconsiderable £600 or $600 thereabouts. And it's a really high quality preamp that's got quite a stripped back feature set, but the sound quality is amazing. Whereas on the other hand, we've got the PreSonus Studio Channel, which is actually amazing value at £300 or $300, but somehow manages to pack in a really incredible feature set. You've got a genuine tube in the preamp, which really is in the gain circuit, it's not just a gimmick, and it really does add some harmonics and some grit into the tone if you're looking for that. The Studio Channel also has an inbuilt compressor with a really impressive control set, as well as a fully sweepable EQ to help you dial in any tone you're looking for. So the Tone Beast does have some fairly limited controls, but generally the raw sound is absolutely incredible. It's very professional. You get a couple of different transistors you can switch in, as well as the ability to switch between a vintage or more open modern tone. But having used the Tone Beast extensively for about a year, I basically just set it and forget it. I really prefer the modern, more open tone myself. So to keep things completely fair in this test, I've decided to use the PreSonus Studio Channel without the compressor and without the EQ engaged. That way we're just comparing the raw character of each preamp fairly. So let's dive into the track, we'll have a listen, compare them both. Then we'll come back at the end for some insider tips and I'll give you my thoughts and some final conclusions. Let's dive in. Hey guys, I just want to take a second to say thanks for stopping by the channel again and checking out this video. If you enjoy guitar-based content like this and mixing and production techniques, then please do consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow and I love interacting with you guys in the comments section and watching the community flourish. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so here we are in the recording session in Ableton Live. Let me quickly explain what we've got going on. So on track 3, we've got the initial take, which was direct into the recorder, no preamp at all. On track 4, we've got the guitar recorded through the Warm Audio. And then on 5, we've got the guitar, exact same piece, recorded through the PreSonus. On track 6, we've got a very subtle lead part, which I recorded direct. So this has got some compression and some reverb on it, but it's just there to add a little bit of context to the mix. And then on track 7, we've got the Warm Audio take once again, and I've applied a little bit of compression and some really nice offset delay. And then finally on channel 8, we've got the PreSonus Studio Channel replicated down from channel 5 to 8, and again we've got the very subtle compression and offset delay. And although this track is not mixed or mastered in any way, I thought those effects would just add a little bit more context to the overall mix, so we get a bit more sense of the character of each preamp. Now when I press play, you're going to hear each variant back to back, so we're going to start with the Warm Audio, then PreSonus, then the direct, and it's going to follow through one by one, and we're going to get to hear the whole mix. So guys, come on, be honest, could you hear a difference? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below, it'd be great to hear your feedback. Do you have a particular favourite? Can you guess what mine might be? On balance, using the devices and listening to them in the room, I've got to say that the Warm Audio Tone Beast is wonderfully open and very detailed. Whereas the raw sound of the Studio Channel has a slightly darker but still quite detailed sound, it's just a different beast. And the reason I mention the raw sound of the Studio Channel is because you can actually engage the EQ and fine tune it however you like, and you can get very similar results to the Tone Beast. So it really begs the question, is the Tone Beast really worth twice that of the PreSonus Studio Channel? I've got to say that in terms of the features and the overall tone, the Studio Channel is really hard to beat, especially when you blend in a little bit of EQ and compression and get that holy grail tone. So on balance, as good as the Tone Beast is, if I had to choose just one, it would be the PreSonus Studio Channel, every time. On this channel we love guitars and audio gear that punch well above their weight in terms of performance, and the PreSonus Studio Channel is exactly that. It's caviar tone on hamburger money. But do you guys agree? Please do share your thoughts. Okay guys, so I just thought it'd be cool to share a little bit of user insight here. And it's something I've not seen anyone else share before. So if you actually take a look at the Tone Beast manual and you drop down to page 5, you can see here they're talking about the discrete op-amp switch, which really has a dramatic effect on the tone. Now you can see there's two distinct flavours here. First you've got the classic Melcore 1731, and the second option is the Jensen 918. And I can tell you from extensive use that if you're looking for a more modern open sound, the Melcore 1731 is the way to go. It's kind of a set it and forget it thing, and having used both back to back, I can honestly say that the Melcore 1731 really is my preferred option. So with that being said, we know that the Tone Beast is around £600 or $600, depending on where you get it from. And if we flick over to the WA12 Mark II, which is the little brother and about half the cost, which does have slightly reduced functionality, but if we jump down to page 4, we can see that they're talking about the crucial op-amp selection once again. And for those of us with eagle eyes, we can see the WA12 Mark II is based around a discrete op-amp X731, which yet again, apparently, is a reproduction of the vintage classic Melcore 1731, effectively getting that beautiful open modern tone for half the price of the Tone Beast. Now if you do value lots of different tone options, then the Tone Beast is the way to go. But if you're looking for basically the same high quality sound, then why not try the WA12 Mark II? You get exactly the same tone for half the price. So that just about wraps it up guys, thanks for stopping by and I'll catch you in the next one.